One of the scariest thing that you can experience on the path of self-discovery, self-improvement is actually the one that most of the people want to manifest, and it's the best version of yourself. Okay, why this is so scary? Because here's what happens. So you decide, you have this intention, you decide that you want to be that person, you want to function as that person, but there's like 3 steps to it. Like, just imagine there's 3 points. The moment you decide and you want to step on it, there's a middle part, which is the scary one, and the last part when you're becoming that person and you have no relation to the person that decided to do this thing. Okay, so when you're stepping into the best version of yourself, at the beginning, you're functioning, you're dealing with everything, you're feeling everything as the person who started the journey. Okay, so you have this limited knowledge about yourself, or how can you deal with these situations, or decision making, or your resources. You have access to your resources, patience, or just these kind of things. I mean, and then you're slowly becoming the other person that you're wishing you will be, right? This is the scary part. The middle part is very, very scary, especially when you're getting to the end of it. It's getting horrifying because there's the time that you feel lost your sense of self, because you cannot relate to the person that started the journey, or you don't have access to the person that's going to finish it. So it's just like pure you at the moment and dealing with everything. You can think, what would she do? Like, your old self, what would she do? What would she like solve these problems? Why I don't have access to her or him anymore? Why I cannot do things at that person? Because you already just take that clothes, take that persona off, and you're becoming someone else, right? I mean, it's still you, but like your patterns and your conditioning and everything is going to change because that person is functioning differently. Do you know what I mean? One of the things that I remember that came up to me was I was feeling doubt, and I was like, maybe this was wrong. Maybe this feeling is the definition of a bad decision, or like I made a mistake or whatever, you know? But I don't right, of course, like right now I don't feel like that, but yeah, when you're in it, you're like, I don't have access to myself, I don't know how to make a decision, like the simplest thing. You don't know what do you want, you don't know what you feel, you don't know how to handle all of this. So it's pretty fucked up. I think the only thing that you can go with it is your sense of intuition. Be reasonable, logical at times, and know when not to, like too much, because relying too much on your logic, it's gonna drain you out. Yeah, you know what I mean? Um, Make sure that you're not taking a step back or just giving up because it's super fucking scary, and especially when you have no one to look up to or talk to you. Lonely journey. No one's gonna be with you. It's just very solo trip. Let me talk about like the end of it. This is my experience, this is what I felt. When do you know that's the time? Is that everything's just like calms down, and the chaos of the change is going away, it's fading away. You have a clearer vision to the things that you should do. You feel so closer to yourself, actually. And that sense of self that I'm talking about is quite similar to the feeling that you had when you were a child, or you had that sense of self about who you are when you're little, or that joy, that spark is just like full of maturity right now. Like I'm 31 talking about this, but I wanted that joy. I was thinking about that joy until like I could access to it again. And but better, a lot better. You're older, you're more mature, you're more experienced. When you're almost past the scary part, don't forget to be grateful to the person that brought you there, to the person that dragged you there through the middle part, and make sure that you're grateful to meeting that new person that has been born. So I think that's it.